Well, good morning. Uh, I was really tired by the end of the day yesterday, and had a bunch of phone calls to make and emails to catch up on after a busy weekend at the workshop, and had an interesting conversation with a friend last night. And I'm going to actually today's video actually deals with a little bit of that conversation and something I said yesterday. Here's the title: A Closer Look at Spiritual Abuse. Having mentioned spiritual abuse in yesterday's video, then having a conversation last night with a friend on the subject, I decided this morning it would be a good idea to take a closer look at the subject. Yes, I have talked about this before, and I am still convinced it is one of humanity's most pressing problems. It keeps us stuck in what I think is the only true illusion: separation. There are two ideologies that keep this illusion hidden: our concept of sin and our false concept of what illusion really means. Most people may have moved beyond the first trap, but the second remains a cornerstone belief in what many see as New Age spirituality. Of course, it is actually ancient Gnosticism and Eastern mysticism. Let me make a bold statement. Everything is real and connected to everything else. No exceptions. I could have also titled this, What is Real? So much of modern spirituality stems from quantum physics, which seems to substantiate the cornerstone belief of Eastern mysticism, that is, that everything is Maya, everything is illusion, and the ancient Gnostic belief that the material world is a trap. And that the body is something to be punished and exorcised from, that the body is almost demonic in nature. And of course, the Western thing is everything is a sin. So what do these belief systems do to us as human beings? Here's my take on it. And I'm not going to tell you that I'm right. I'm not trying to start a new religion. I don't want to be anybody's guru. But there are things about religion and even spiritual concepts that just grate at me and make me wonder, what are we doing to ourselves? It's not a matter of what is true and what is false even. What is it? What does this belief, what does this understanding do to us that we're standing under? Okay? That we're subjected to something. And what it does to us is it creates the matrix. On the one hand, where we're never good enough, where we never get it right, where we're always wrong, we're always sinners, we always fall short of the glory of God, we always miss the mark, we never can quite make it, we can never be happy, we always have to suffer because we're bad, we're bad, we're bad. That's a cornerstone belief in Christianity, in Muslim faith, or Islam, even in Judaism. It's a cornerstone belief, and we manipulate ourselves by those beliefs. I don't want to say that society manipulates us, because we are society. We are society. We're not separate from it. We are society. And then this new concept that's sweeping the Western world, which is not a new concept at all, but it's new to the Western world, overtaking the concept of we're sinners and embedding instead the concept of nothing is real. The material world is an illusion, and we have science now, quantum physics, to prove that when we look at matter, it's mostly nothing there. It's not real. Well, I'm sorry. The not real illusion creates real experience. I experience myself as a physical being in a physical world. And if I do not accept the fact that I am this body and am having experience in this world, then I create a schism in my own being, in my own mind, in my own heart. I separate everything and nothing becomes real, and I am my experience is totally invalidated, and I can never love. I can never be who I am because I've separated myself by this mindset that it's not real. I've separated myself from that, and I live in the confusion of I'm experiencing it. How can it not be real? And we may say, well, drama, we get caught up in the drama of life. And then these beliefs come in. And we reinforce the beliefs on each other. Well, you're a sinner, you're bad. You're a bad person. But there's an innocence there. And that innocence says, but you're not a bad person. And so you've got the good guy on the one shoulder and the bad guy on the other shoulder. The good demon and the bad demon. The good angel and the fallen angel. You've got them pulling at you from one side to another, trying to separate you from yourself. And when you're separated from yourself, you're going to be separated from your friends and your family and God. Funny how that works. But then you get intelligent and you realize that scientifically it's a proven fact that matter is mostly empty space. That it's all an illusion. And then, if everything is an illusion, then I'm an illusion. And here I am having experiences in this illusion. And so I adopt this attitude of, well, I'm not real. And again, you're separating yourself from your own experience by judging it, by labeling it something that is inherently error. It's inherently not true. You are the body having an experience in the real world. You really are. Now, I'm not going to tell you that that's all you are, because I know that that's not true either. We are always more than what we see, more than what we can perceive with our limited 5 senses. We are always more than that. But the belief system that I'm calling spiritual abuse says it's not real. And so we develop a religion of negation and a religion of escapism. And that's where all the drug abuse comes in. That's where the sexual abuse comes in. That's where all of the, quote, evils of our world enter, because we live separated from our own being because of beliefs that have spiritually abused us. And they're beliefs that we have created, obviously, to teach us something. But what it's teaching me is that until I am able to love all that is and recognize that I am that, I am the illusion and the reality, if you will. I am the matter and the empty space. The little piece of matter the little speck of matter, and all of that empty space called an atom. I am that. I'm both nothing and something. And together, I am everything. I am everything. And that enables me to love, to accept that these are my brothers and sisters having similar experiences as I'm having, wrestling with these concepts of spiritual abuse that invalidate my very life. By my very life, I mean the experience of living in a material world. It invalidates it. No wonder the world is so screwed up. No wonder the human family is so schizoid, polarized completely, because we've adopted these beliefs as if that's true, and it undermines our whole life experience. It undermines everything that we encounter in interactions in our modern world. Or we did the same thing in the ancient world when it was the modern world. We've been doing it for a long time. We've been playing this game for a long time. I'm not good enough. I'm a sinner. I'm bad. And I'm not real. And it's all a mirage. It's all fake. But it's not, you see. It's not. It's just an experience. And that experience is what we call life. Life is being able to experience ourselves as what we are, or I should say, what we appear to be. And we are more than what we appear to be. And the more than what we appear to be is what is calling us. It's what's calling us to reconcile this spiritual abuse, to heal the wounds that it's caused, to heal it by loving the illusion that we've labeled Maya, that we've scientifically proven that matter doesn't really exist, it's all energy. Okay, we've proven that. But we are material beings, nevertheless. This is creation, and creation is real. It's not an illusion. We're not going to redeem the world, nor ourselves in it, as long as we are labeling it with a false label and saying, I'm not that. That's negation, folks. That's negation. And I see it in all sorts of spiritual circles and metaphysical circles and New Age circles and Eastern mystical circles. I see it all over the place, where I am not that, I am not that, I am not that, I am not that. That's negation. I am that, I am. You're just another me, and I'm just another you, namaste. And what's in me is in you, and we are one. We really are. You say that's nonsense, Ron, that's nonsense. Well, it may be nonsense, but it's where love comes from. And to me, love is the only reality. Everything else is an illusion, because everything else is separation. Anything that you negate, you're separating yourself from. Anything that you're calling, well, it's just an illusion. You know, that's not me. That's not who I am. And you're invalidating your own experience. You're undermining your own life when you do that. Can you see what I'm trying to share with you? What I'd like to get you to understand. That as long as you are negating something and trying to escape from something, you're going to suffer. And we all have done it. Me too. We're all in the same boat, folks. It's not, I'm on a plateau where I can be a guru and give you all these enlightened ideas. It's not an enlightened idea if it's going to invalidate you. That's what the workshops are all about. Validating people and helping them see from different perspectives so that they can find the tools that are needed to heal themselves and to love themselves. Because we've been put into a world where our belief systems teach us not to love ourselves. Do you hear what I'm saying? I'd like you to at least think about it and feel what it feels like and acknowledge for yourself the idea that I'm sharing with you, that we've been lied to, and it's spiritual abuse. It's spiritual abuse. You are you, and you are real, and you're not a sinner. You're a being, a spark of God, having a life experience. And when you recognize that you've always been connected to God, that there never has been any separation from your Creator, there never has been, and you've always been loved, and you've always been honored, and you've always been accepted, just as you are, even if you've played the darkest role imaginable. You've done it as a child of God, because that's the reality. We are all creatures of creation, of the one Creator that made all things. And without him, nothing is made that is made. The divine is in all of life and all that is, and it's all real. Think about it. Stop abusing yourself with false ideas. Come home, because it's time. Thank you for listening. Namaste.